Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bullet, the shoot-'em-up puzzle action game published by Level 99 Games and designed by Joshua Van Lanningham. Now this is a deluxe edition of the game and a fully sleeved copy, but it also includes the Bullet Orange expansion. It also has no lid lift and is designed to get gameplay started as soon as possible. Now, before we begin, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. It's the best way to help us grow. But that being said, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is lift up that lid, and inside that you'll see that we have all of the heroines on the right side here. Now the heroines are going to be grouped with their cards as well as their action tracks here with all of their different abilities. So you'll have them paired together. We have all our new characters here, Sora, Suguri, Mark, as well as QP, as well as all of our original characters with their matching action tracks. So those will all go on that right side here. Underneath that, you're going to have a pencil as well as a quick little pad of paper, just in case you want to take some notes on your high scores. Underneath that, we have the thank you card for the Kickstarter backers. And then we have our two rulebooks, the base game rulebook as well as the quick start rulebook. Underneath that, we have our intensity track here, and we have all of the different player sites. Below that, we'll have three distinct sections. First, we'll start off with this large bottom right section, which is going to contain your center, which has all of your different large tokens, all of your bullets that are going to be coming down. So that will be draped on top of all of the players' currents. These are going to have your starting 10 bullets, and you'll hand out one of these to each player. Now, all four of those will be on the bottom here. On this top side, we have all the tokens that are for each player, as well as character-specific tokens, as well as the intensity token. They're in a plastic bag because you're only going to need a couple of these every game. Next to that is a random draw bag that's going to contain all of your action tokens for the multiplayer game. So that way you can randomly pick these instead of having to shuffle beforehand, and you simply just put this on the table to get going. And this last container on the top here has all of your components for the boss battling games. We have the shields for the different bosses, as well as your cooperative tokens if you're playing in that mode. You'll only need to take this out when you are fighting those boss battles. We've got a silica gel packet in here for freshness. And lastly, all of our cards. So first off, we have all of the reference cards here in case a player does need them. The more you play, the less you're going to need these. Then we have all of the hero pattern cards. So these contain all of your different heroines, their specific patterns. So these are all the different formations that you're going to be using, and they're separated by character here. So you'll have all of those on that left side. You're only going to ever take out what you need here, so you can leave the rest in the box. But lastly, on the back here, we have all of the boss patterns. So very similarly, there's one of these sets for each of the different heroines, but they're boss sides. And to support all of these cards, we just simply have a foam brick in here. You can use something like a piece of cardboard from the Thrown Away expansion or anything just to make sure that these cards don't go crazy and they stay firm. That way they're not flopping everywhere when you're not using them. And that is everything, so let's go ahead and pack it up. So first off, we'll put in all of those pattern cards on those left sides, as well as the reference cards, and just make sure that's laying flat on top of that cube here. We'll then take all of our player currents and put those in this bottom right section. Throw in our silica gel packet on the left there. Put our boss tokens box in, our action tiles bag, our player-specific and every game tokens, our center, and make sure that you kind of push those bullets down so that they fill everything nicely and stay nice and flat. Our player sights, our intensity track, our rule books, our thank you note, all of our heroines, and then our pad of paper and pencil. And that is organizing Bullet. How do you organize your copy of Bullet? If you have any questions about what you saw here, please let me know down in the comments below. If you need any links to any of the things you saw to organize in this video, please check the description. What do you think of the game Bullet? Are you excited to try any of the new characters in the orange version? Do you listen to the soundtrack when playing the game? I'd love to know what your favorite heroines are. Please let me know down in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching SideGame Strong.